Hello, Harsha. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you?
Very well, sir.
Good to know. So, yeah, officially, hearty congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Your parents are here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello.
Namaste,
Good
ma'am.
evening.
कैसे हो जी?
Harsha.
So happy with your daughter's result, ma'am.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सर. Thank you so much.
नो नो, पूरा उसका कोशिश है मैम. मतलब आपको पता है ना, जब यहाँ आने के लिए वो इतना फाइट लगाया था दोनों साइड से. मतलब वो आपको कन्विंस कर रहे हैं, हमको कन्विंस कर रहे हो सब. मतलब when she
हाँ जी
wanted something,
बिल्कुल
she put that
बिल्कुल.
fight. एंड
हाँ जी.
आने के बाद भी मैं, नॉट जस्ट दैट, आने के बाद भी वो बहुत लड़ते हैं. द बेस्ट थिंग आई लाइक अबाउट हर इज उसका तो थोड़ा सा गैप्स रहते हैं, बट शी ऑलवेज फाइट्स हार्ड. सो दैट इज अ बेस्ट एडवांटेज शी हैज.
आपकी मेहनत और इसकी मेहनत दोनों रंग ले आई. हाँ.
So how are you, sir? Namaste, sir. Sir, happy with your daughter's performance.
हाँ. वो कुछ नहीं देखिए सर, खुश हो.
हाँ जी, हाँ हाँ, फाइन फाइन, बिल्कुल खुश है जी, खुश, बहुत बहुत अच्छा.
Good to know, sir.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
Hi sir, how are you? I'm right here.
Okay, finally, yeah, yeah. Wanted
I'm in the
you.
corner of the camera right now.
Yes. Hi. So a complete family now.
Yeah.
हाँ जी.
So Harsha, so next call पे, I think next call पे I want to officially add those two letters. वो खाली वो दो बाकी है. वो add करना था, but that's the next thing. Now this call is to look at two things, Harsha. फर्स्ट, अभी जो भी हम लोग मिलके किया, इसमें कौन सा यूज हुआ, क्योंकि उसको हम और ज्यादा करके एक्सटेंड करके प्रॉब्ली विल हैव टू. मतलब yesterday क्यों सेइंग माय मॉम आस्क्ड मी नॉट टू बी ओवर एक्साइटेड, थोड़ा आराम से पढ़ना है क्योंकि ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस ना बढ़ा. सो दैट इज एग्जैक्टली आवर अप्रोच आल्सो. दिस इज गुड, बट हैविंग सेड दैट वी नीड टू क्लियरली build a step by step, because अभी तो तीन पेपर है, बट वो मुश्किल पेपर है. फर्स्ट ग्रुप इज फार मोर डिफिकल्ट देन सेकंड ग्रुप. So that's the reason why I wanted to remind you that और एक ग्रुप भी है, happily घर में एंजॉय कर रहे हैं. So I just wanted to tell you that ठीक है, you can come back at the end of the month, but थोड़ा सा प्रिपरेशन को स्टार्ट करने के लिए. So this is the quick expectation of the call. ठीक है? Yeah. I'll share my screen, Harsha. So we'll quickly. Is my voice audible to you?
Yes, sir.
You guys are not very audible to me.
Sir, actually, right now, this
Yes,
speaker
it's
is.
audible. I'm audible as well.
Yes, sir, completely.
Okay, perfect. Now I'm just sharing the screen. So this is yeah. To begin with, yes, Harsha. So fantastic scores. Now both the aspects. So these are all not normal scores in this kind of attempt. These are very good scores, close to exemption. मतलब this is something which you should be really proud of. दोनों टैक्स में बहुत कम आया, एंड बहुत सारे लोगों को आपको पता है आईआईटी बहुत कम आ रहा है अटेम्प्ट पे.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So to begin with, Harsha, what worked for direct taxation? Close to exemption. What we tried many things. So सबसे ज्यादा
sir.
आपको what worked for direct tax?
I think first thing I would say like direct attention of both the for attention of Hari
Okay.
worked for me a lot. Plus,
Hmm.
a very particular approach. Like for this chapter you have to do questions. For this chapter you have to go through the chapter completely. Like it's in bits pieces, may completely understanding of like what has to be done, what is not to be done, what is exactly there to be focused on. I think that worked for me a lot in detail.
So one is direct attention of the mentor, and specific sub chapter specific strategy is what you're
Yes,
saying, right?
yes.
Okay, okay. Actually, there's some noise in the background. I guess is this a fan or something? What is it? There is some noise coming in.
No, there's nothing.
It's a fan of laptop voice. It's a laptop voice.
Acha, okay, fair enough. Okay, so these are the two things. So we should also remember this. Now, when we are going to group one also, ये दोनों होना है. आपको तो mentor का attention pull करना है, and हर एक subject के लिए, नहीं तो हर एक standard के लिए, अभी तो time भी है ना, हर एक
Yes,
standard के लिए क्या करना है, Q&A से पढ़ना है, एक Excel में map किया तो आसान हो जाएगा. We should not forget these two things. Clear? Anything else which help for dating?
for DT. Actually, that too also like mock test, giving mock test, and knowing
Mock
my
test.
position. Yeah.
Done. Okay. So how many mock tests you written in DT?
For DT, I wrote around 8 to 9 mock tests. I wrote like मतलब entire paper, all
Entire
RTP
paper,
and
all completely. Yes, 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 yes. So we're looking at, let's say, 10 mock tests. So this is another rule which we can look at.
yes.
On a safer side, we'll write 10 mock tests.
Yes, sir.
So, and one more thing, mock or remock भी लिखना है. It's not just about writing and leaving it, right? वो उसको भी revise करना है जो भी किया. So a 3 rule follow किया तो attention of the mentor, specific strategy for each chapter, and at least 10 mock tests. ठीक है?
Yes.
अगर ये 3 किया तो हो जाएगा. This is one. Done.
Plus for DT, like the 35 MCQs Hari gave us for exam preparation, and he focused like even if it takes 3 days, you have to do it. So
Do it.
majorly
Yes.
all the MCQs came from that, मतलब
Lot of
somewhere
MCQs.
related to it. 30 MCQs gave a good boost to the marks.
Fantastic. So overall, a strong strategy, both in terms of building it and implementation, was helpful.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Done. Next, coming to IDT. IDT में आपको what worked and what helped?
For IDT, Ujjwala, obviously that specific attention of Ujjwala because I was the only student at that time. Plus, मतलब that too by the day and because IDT was something I was starting new. So Ujjwala kept telling me that it's okay, take time. It's just that important that you do it properly. So both the mentors actually had different strategies. Is that I agreed to whatever they said.
Yes.
And
So one is trusting the mentors, right? So जो भी whatever they're saying, you trusted them completely. Trust. Next.
Plus, Ujjwala gave us a sheet, like clearly at glance it was like what chapters I've done completely, what still needs more attention. So that gave me clarity of where I stand. I left many chapters, but as per Ujjwala, they were irrelevant for the exam also.
So priority.
Yes, prioritizing.
So because if you follow this fundamentals, I think largely we can apply this for all the papers, all the 3 papers. Okay? So now coming to IBS is interesting. A lot of people who wrote both groups also found it very difficult. So इसमें क्या किया कि पूरा group 1 का subject command नहीं होने से भी कैसे किया? How did you eventually pull off this?
Actually, my marks shows my preparation exactly the same way. I prepared nothing for IBS because I was fumbling during preparation also, and I fumbled a lot during exams. I don't wanted to just surrender and just wanted to walk off the room and everything, but I just sat there and made it somehow like something I have to do. I just marked the MCQs that only. 2 questions I attempted well. Rest I don't know how I managed that paper. It was like full of emotions. What should I do? I'm gonna fail. I'll do this and that. I was so upset by that exam, but luckily 40 at least I scored.
No, it's not luckily, Harsha. The reason why I wanted to have this call is it's not a random mark sheet because so I'll tell you the first and foremost quality you had is your transparency. बहुत सारे लोग आते हैं ना, they don't share what they have, what the problem is. Now, whether it's at COE or यहाँ पे आने के भी, you have a fantastic habit of trusting someone. मतलब आपका जो भी कमजोरी रहता है, जो भी difficulty रहता है ना, you openly share. Okay, these are my set of problems. I think we had numerous conversations saying, आपका बड़ा लिस्ट आता था ना, ये thoughts आ रहे, ये thought. So lot of people hide them, but your ability to share them, when you trust someone, only when you share that with someone, they'll be able to help ना. अगर अभी बहुत सारा लड़की बोल रहा है कि मैं भी हर्षा जैसा करूंगा कि वो डायरी में लिखता था, आपको शेयर करता था, so they are looking into that. So that is one. And second, हमारा आपका you understood that थोड़ा सा learning speed कम होगा तो we have to restrict ourselves to limited subjects and also limited topics. So that is a fantastic. You should not be greedy. मतलब हर एक इंसान को अलग-अलग advantage disadvantage रहता है. Your advantage is you're always open to accept whatever is the weakness and play accordingly. So that way you're open to reduce the scope of the syllabus. You're open to reduce the number of things, and you're open for repetition. If you remember that conversation when we sat with Ravi, when we looked at why you're repeatedly getting the lesser score from the same test. So all of that other people resisted, but you openly did that. When some challenge is given to you, when something is said to you, you're always very open. So this is why it happened. And also आपका यहाँ पे जो भी scores है ना, मतलब यहाँ पे this itself would have contributed 25 to 30. दोनों से जो भी है, मतलब group 1 का से है, but your work in group 2 itself has contributed to that. And also you did not just give up. You जो भी आपको आता है, whatever it is, irrespective of how you are feeling, a lot of people leave the exam because they don't feel well. मतलब mentally give up करते हैं. You are such a fighter. So that is the reason why this mark sheet is here, and you thoroughly deserve this. Okay, so this is about what has happened. Now this is about the subject side. मतलब यहाँ पे two things happen. One is from the subject side. The other one with the technique side. Now the other side, in terms of the intervention, if you categorize this, now in each of this aspect, what worked the best, or what intervention, or what technique, or what worked the best for you?
Okay.
Let's start mindset में सबसे ज़्यादा what worked for you?
Mindset में it was like someone is always available to answer my inner things. Mostly Hari was all time available. All the drama that I did in front of him, he was always available.
So access to a problem solver largely. So
Yes.
problem is not the problem as long as someone is solving it.
Yes, sir, definitely.
Okay, this is one good. And in terms of you doing something within, what shifted in your mindset, or what changed?
Internally, so matlab I just tried to keep away the stress internally and trying to avoid, because actually Vanshika was also there na, so the way she also used to discuss her internal challenges with me, I used to feel like actually these things are so irrelevant. So her sharing her problem also used to tell me that it's all irrelevant if we just focus on what
Focus
has
on
to be
the
done.
yes.
That.
So largely one is internally remove the stress, externally outsource it your problem. So दोनों ऐसा हो गया, मन clean रखा, subject को observe किया. Good. In terms of routine, what is the best technique or best intervention which helped you?
For routine, like morning में उठते सार I did exercise and meditation for sure. That one day that yoga teacher came, no, she told like doing home will help balancing the stress. I did it every day.
So you followed her instructions. She's an ex-army officer actually. So yeah, so you followed her. Yeah. She's with her. She's now full-time with us. She's always there. Yeah. And we also have a full-time psychologist also.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are the two things which experience some change.
Yes.
Yeah. In terms of syllabus completion, as compared to when you had to do it sitting at home versus here, syllabus completion में सबसे ज़्यादा क्या use हुआ for you specifically? What worked for your syllabus completion?
For syllabus, like for DT, Hari explained every line to line concepts. Then he made us do the questions. Because earlier I used to just do the concepts. I was not practicing the questions. I had some kind of phobia from questions.
Questions, yes.
But there they made me practice a lot of questions, a lot of test papers. So that's how I completed the syllabus in HSS.
So concepts plus questions while completing the syllabus. Questions are instrumental, right? This is exactly one thing which is different. Now, when it comes to revision, especially in terms of the volume, DT is extremely voluminous. तो कैसे revision किया? कौन सा techniques use हुआ?
For last 2-3 days, I think before exam, so I did not touch the concept book at all. I did not touch the question book. I just, like from the question bank, I wrote on a paper like what else I was doing the mistakes.
Fantastic. Good.
And plus, I revised that. I revised mock tests and I revised the MCQ booklet only.
That's a very good thing. Yes, you're right, because you revise the most premium content. क्योंकि कुछ रेगुलर बुक में जो भी है वो मन में आ गया ना. यहाँ पे क्या रहते हैं ना, एग्जाम में जो आने वाले वो एक्सेप्शंस रहते हैं ना, आप जो भी ऑलरेडी हैंड रिटन लिखते हैं ना, इसका मतलब है कि लास्ट टाइम आप गलत किया, अभी भी गलती करने का पॉसिबिलिटी है. सो आप एग्जाम के पहले एक बार देख लिया तो यू वोंट मेक द मिस्टेक, यू आर अवॉइडिंग द मिस्टेक व्हिच यू आर अबाउट टू मेक. दैट्स अ गुड थिंग. यस, रिवीजन नोट्स. एंड फाइनली एग्जाम प्रेजेंटेशन में क्या चीज काम आया? What was helpful for you?
Exam first thing to obviously 100 marks attempt.
Wonderful. Good. Yes.
Then secondly, just accepting. If I'm not actually for for identity majorly, I cannot assure like even one question I was confident about that get full marks. But I just left it at the right time and then moved
Moved
ahead.
it. Yes. You're so not getting stuck. हमारा जो भी framework है, keep moving. Whatever you write in half an hour, let's say for question, you keep moving. That's about it.
Rest all
Wonderful.
while doing mock tests also in terms of presentation like this, it should be in a tabular form, it should be in a paragraph form. All those things we discussed while doing the mock test only. So that same thing I followed in the paper. I did not do anything.
Wonderful. Good. So again, this is to remind you what needs to be done once again. Okay, अभी जो भी काम simple Harsha, what worked once will always work. We'll do more than this, but यहाँ पे आप जो भी किया फिर वापस करना है, ठीक है? So this is what has to happen. Now
Yes,
finally, yeah. Yes,
for
Harsha.
mine also it was like I was during exams I was accepting like what is left, it's left. I should move ahead with the whatever preparation I had done. I should revise that instead of focusing it that what is not done. This was a major shift from home to in HLS. Like at
Wonderful.
home, I wanted to complete everything. So,
Yes. So acceptance of what is done because you only have to get 50. That's it. Because that is the mentality. Largely, yes. These are the fundamentals we should look at. Okay. Now, Abhi, this is what we built for both groups.
okay.
But I'm showing this because it is important for you to operate with a sense of urgency. Now, you're saying that you'll come back to HLS around this week, na? यहाँ पे आएगा.
Yes, sir.
By the time you come here, I want at least the index mapping हम कल जो भी discuss किया, at least touch करना है. At least दो subject. Okay? By the time you come here, 2 subjects should be completely touched.
Okay.
Once you go through the basics, आने के बाद, as and when you come, once you take rest for a day or 2, we'll go for intensive cycle of both. दोनों मिला के मतलब एक 3 घंटा अकाउंट ऑडिट का ट्रैक, बाकी 6 घंटा FR का ट्रैक. दिस विल गो. ठीक है. Now here is where we'll resubstitute your group 1 exams once again, your group 1 subjects once again. मतलब the way I want is, again, it's okay even if you get 50s, but let's try for 60s. This time we need to accelerate. Last time close तक गया था ना. Now why not? Let's try this. Okay. So यहाँ पे और एक बार होगा. Now here is where you'll write the March first week में you'll write the actual mock. पूरा मई में जो भी रहता है ये पे mock test लिखते हैं. Mock test में लिखने के बाद जो भी weak subject रहता है ना आपको, वो weak subject के लिए पूरा 1 हफ्ता. Most likely it could be auditing.
Yes.
And then one strong subject here instead of 130 plus we are looking at 65 plus in AFM.
Okay.
So क्या होता है मार्च में आपका एक मॉक हो जाता है, वीक सब्जेक्ट के ऊपर एक हफ्ते हो जाता है, प्लस स्ट्रॉन्ग सब्जेक्ट के ऊपर 1 हफ्ते हो जाते हैं, दोनों हो जाते हैं. सो दिस इज एग्जैक्टली बाय मार्च. एंड देन नॉट ओनली कंप्लीटिंग इट, वी आर एक्चुअली टेस्टिंग वेदर इट विल वर्क और नॉट. यहाँ पे और एक एग्जाम. सो मई फर्स्ट वीक में आप जो एग्जाम लिखने वाला है हम वो मार्च में ही कंप्लीट कर रहे हैं. मार्च में एक मॉक लिख April में declare and May में. So 3 mocks at least you're writing apart from the individual exams which you do along with the cycle. Is this clear?
Yes.
Making sense?
Yes.
Perfect. And अभी 1-to-1 mindset transformation you have already experienced. Study routine और intensive कर रहे हैं. मतलब not even it's like pin drop and drop silence more intense, like pure flow as in a meditative state जैसे कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे. Learning process पे we discussed new techniques and then the personalized mentor intervention which is there. 5-term revision strategy which we are making mandatory, all the 5 steps in the 5-term revision strategy. And exam booster score के लिए एक अलग सा track every day 1 hour. So score booster आज ये करो 1 mark बढ़ जाएगा. So if you do it for let's say 30-40, now that is why we are counting on the exemption. मतलब your average जो भी 150 आते हैं ना, every day you do the score booster things, थोड़ा सा improvement, 1 mark here there, 1 mark here there, it will go to average of 180. And कुछ conditions once again I think zero access to phone, is it?
Yes. I will manage. Then
And you're not going back because आधा holidays के बाद you're not going back until exams are over. Done.
Okay.
Surrender to the process. Already you're doing it but still checking.
Okay.
And 5-time revision यहाँ पे जो है, is it mandatory?
Okay.
No, prioritization of results over comfort. Internal comfort, external comfort. You just said example of your friend. मतलब अंदर जो है वो बाकी है. Result के ऊपर प्रायोरिटाइजेशन करना है.
Yes, sir.
And finally, the silence. So this is something which I want you to put you tight. Last time I gave you keep moving in the study hours. Now when you're sitting, I have to tie you down. अभी तो थोड़ा आदत हो गया. Okay? Are you good with this?
Yes, sir.
Perfect, perfect. So this is where it is. This time, especially, I also want to. Last time your brother was here. मैम आप भी आ सकते हैं ना? When you are dropping Harsha, probably sir and आप भी आ जाओ एक बार. Probably can stay for a couple of days.
हाँ जी, बीच में मिलने आएंगे इसको एक बार ना.
Okay, even for dropping also a father or mother because you
हाँ
can
जी, ये
you
आगे
can come
बोल
with this.
कि आप आए क्यों नहीं बीच में मिलने मेरे को. तो
ठीक है,
एक
even
बार.
that would do. Then you are more than welcome. You are more than. Your brother is coming then this time.
Actually, I'm coming by flight this time, so I'll come alone.
Okay, understood. Probably, if you like Hyderabad enough, mummy daddy को यहाँ पे लेके आओ, so you can settle on Hyderabad also. We'll see. So Punjab, Hyderabad.
हम पूरी फैमिली आपको थैंक यू करने आएंगे.
My brother miss. आपका जब डिसीजन जो लिया था ना, अगेन वो बहुत बड़ा डिसीजन है. आपको इतना आसान नहीं है. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, आई कंग्रेचुलेट हर्षा बिकॉज शी फॉट इट. हमारे साइड से लेवरेज लेके आया. मतलब हम लोग यहाँ पे स्टक हुआ था. वो खींच के शी बॉट इट क्लोजर. आई इवन उस टाइम में टेक्स्ट किया. नॉर्मली आई वुड नॉट अलो दैट मैम. वो हमको फाइनेंशियली वर्क नहीं होता है, बट उसका एफर्ट आई हैड टू रेस्पेक्ट दैट. मतलब ठीक है, this is what I'm doing, the way she put up, the fight she put up, we're very happy that okay, someone has come fighting for us, so we're proud with that thing. So now this is where she led us here, and again next call would be far more I would say productive and happier, where I will add those two letters is what I'm looking at, and you're more than welcome to come down. आ जाइए मैम. So thank you for sending your daughter and thank you for trusting us.
आएंगे साउथ देखने.
ठीक है
हमारा
सर, ठीक है.
तो रहता है साउथ वाला ना, तो आएंगे घूमने सारा.
Definitely. Probably I'll personally take you around. So Harsha, that one condition, just जो भी है एक बार दिन में 3-4 घंटा बस at least. Okay, 3 to 4 hours at least study. While you come back with that intense mindset.
Okay.
Because यहाँ पे आने के बाद तो I would not distinguish saying that एक ही ग्रुप ही है. वो आलसी का मोड में तो नहीं रो करो.
इसमें आलस आया हुआ है, ये प्रॉब्लम.
आप थोड़ा निकाल के भेजो ना, नहीं तो हमको मुश्किल हो जाएगा.
तो ग्रुप में 3 महीने पढ़े हैं, अभी 3 महीने पढ़े हैं. करते करते कम पड़ती है, ये ज्यादा नहीं पड़ती है अब. इसको थोड़ा पुश पड़े, इसको 2 सिलेबस बहुत सारा ना कि कवर करके आइए.
So probably Harsha, just ping me once in a week. I'll check up your status. Okay, एक बार weekly once we'll have a Zoom call. Just update me about the subject progression. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
ठीक है. So namaskar sir, namaste madam. And also your brother. I'm not able to see your brother in the screen. Just bye Harsha. Then see you. I'm waiting to see you then. Bye. All the best. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah.